Hi guys, back to Kingmaker again. I've adjusted the in-game sound because I couldn't hear a single thing I was saying, or hardly anything I was saying in the last two videos. Also, because of the ducking and stuff, when you do hear me talk, you also hear my computer fans, but there's not much I can do about them, unfortunately. Anyway, we're in the tomb. I'm not sure it's a good idea to be here with strange damage still. But here's where we are. Here I go. Okay, what's that last 1 minute per level? So almost a 1 round per level. I suppose it'd be good as a, if nothing else. Be good as a distraction. So Tartuccio mercenary, add him. Tartuccio mercenary. I've got stealth. I know in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartuccio, whom you know from your time in Restov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill. Is he? Expressing his discontent in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Turns his angry gaze upon you. He nods to his guards to draw their weapons. I get +9. The solicitor don't roll a 1. Who could I do with? With a cleric, really. Even though harem is crap. I guess harem. I would be happy to see you among my companions. The faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio. Jthel is a DPS, maybe a tank. If she's got the build right, I think. Never played her. Don't get Inquisitor class. Harem is just a base, bog standard. Eric. So, yeah. But I do need some bless, heals, etc.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tartuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
I'll open your eyes to the back of my hand. Carry on like that.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of her enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Hey. You're the enemy here, only because you made yourself. I'm sure I can help me myself. Harem's over there. That one is... So caster or ranged. Okay. That one's attacking that one. Oh, it's casting a spell. Right. I'll move on maybe up a little bit as well. Right. Doing a large person. Smilodon. Doing that one. And maybe.
Tear them apart!
Where's he going? He's going after Helen. I've got that one to myself now, okay. Yeah, maybe got rid of him. Good. Even better. Dead. Whatever. What's Lindsay doing? Oh, there you are. Oof. Just one more hit. One more hit. What you doing, Amelie? What is he like? 32 hit points, level 3 fighter. The others went down so quickly. What do you need to hit? Oh, she's still got bloody torch. E21. She's only got +1. Yeah, +5 before. Shooting into combat, that's why. This is roll 16. You can't hit anything. You're just there to soak up the damage. He needs to roll 16 to hit. So it is possible. Don't know where J-Thel went.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Come on, he must be dead. Oh god, this is painful. Thank fuck for that. She got a crit and did 30 damage. Jesus Christ. Magical longsword. Oops. Seen from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal's skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. Oh, that's another point. So I've got 2 of those now. Scroll of burning hands, always useful. Oh. Okay. Let's get everybody here. And no. Tell you what, I'll pause here because it's been so long since I've played Halim. I don't know what to do with him. Should I make him a tank? He's not got anything. What the hell? Well, because I took everything off him, didn't I? Alright. That's my fault. Taking everything off him before. It's got 2 blessed spells and True Strike. He has Chaos Domain and Destruction Domain. Destructive Smite. Touch of Chaos. There's disadvantage on the next attack. Okay. You have to touch them though. He is bloody awful. Right, so I will be back in a minute once I've decided what to do with having. See you in a sec. Okay, well, back again. What I'm going to do is full cleric. Probably go into necromancy. Do I have a level 2? Nothing new. What do I get? Chaos Blade. Just all the years of that. Got heal. Is always useful. Need mobility. I'm gonna make him like an off tank. Even though I don't have anything to make him an off tank with. I'm not shit at the moment. Master Dagger. Anything. I've sold everything. Because I'm a dick. Right. Actually, we can have a spear. You can use the spear and use the spear. She can have a dagger. Do with a shield. Go back to Oleg's. Can't remember what this area is about. Oh, I'll pause then because I need to pee. And when I come back, I'll make a decision. Hey, I am back. Right. Yeah, let's get some healing going. 1. 2. 1 again. Waste of fucking time you are. Don't really like him as a cleric, but you know. Fuck's sake. Healing potions.
Well. Matricium Turinus.
Oh no. Okay, that'll do for now. So where was I? Yeah. Looking around. With close expansion, you can inspection. One can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. Cyclops. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief was once depicted. The sun and the moon, now it's almost completely eroded. Reading it down here. It disappears. The image carved in the stone is almost completely worn away over the ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. And I got a coin, didn't I? An ogre coin. Oh, it's got a heavy shield. Right, have that, dickhead. AC 13. Scale mail, you can have that as well. Thought I found a coin. Thought I found a coin. No, I must have left it to Olex. Another one of those fragments. There, scale out. I did. Oh, he allows us to carry a bit more as well. That's not too bad. Same as that. Corrosive touch. I should set out his belt as well. What could I need? Alchemist fire is always useful. Acid flask. Scrolls. The wounds. What to do with some kind of CC. Yes. While I'm here, Aldori, take him off the bloody thingy. Summon monster. Yeah, do that. Bit of death in me, really will. Light crossbow. You don't have anything. That's a compass armor, just in case we need ranged. Heavy crossbow. Crossbow. Light crossbow. Okay. Maybe I can get him a decent spear. So he's behind the tank kind of thing. Like a long spear with actually reach or a glaive. Have to wait and see. Anyway. That is for another time. Not right now. Actually, I'll rearrange this thing. Looks a bit congested.
I'll go ahead.
Can everybody fit where they need to? Yeah.
I've spotted something.
Okay. Anything else in this room? Smilodon got that one. Cyclops coin. But in that over there, That was it in the skull over this eye socket. It's an exit.
The path is clear.
Looks like there might be a trap here. Or is it just misty? There is a trap. Blow yourself up.
Done.
Oh, done. How close are we to leveling up? Oh. 400 to go. Okay.
Tread lightly.
Hey. Well, I've got an extra person at least. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb. Before was stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already, the trail of Tartuccio and his companions were gone cold. But we would not give up so easily. I need to roll a 5 or better. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. Yes, what you roll? Rolled a 19, nice. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up since whoever we last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until we finally became to a huge gully, dried up bed of a river of yore. What is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We stumbled upon a fresh battlefield. That would be Orbols, I guess. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. Brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Right. Oh, get some experience. The claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean. And more of these creatures walked on 2 legs. Finally, one more prints left no doubt in our minds. We stumbled onto Kobold lands. Single set. The way down was steep and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps was easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill deeper and deeper until the footprints turned, whirled up the steep side and disappeared over the gully's edge. You couldn't but admire their animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as 2 tall men. It ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would have been no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking root stuck out of the ground from... Oh, I need to go 2. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try her luck and climb the root. Hey, you. Yeah, let's do that. After tugging on the root, Tartuccio took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with her feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both her hands, she climbed higher and higher. Only a heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, Tartuccio shifted her weight to her legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey and soon reached the top of the slope. After catching breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching a target, and our intuition proved correct. Experience. Okay. Nice little interlude. A bit of experience. Okay, save that. Okay, where are we? Pine Patch. No loots. keep wanting to rotate the camera. There's something's there. Let's go sneaky. Some dead people. Kobolds. And Tartuccio. Okay, how doggo. Well, this is more or less the whole thing.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
He's got purple scales, because he's a purple gnome. And it's a bit taller. Tartuccio. Dragon, glory dragon. The voices of the kobolds rising excitement. We know the mites under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. The very ancient. I'm lawful and evil, aren't I? So one little thing isn't going to do much difference, I guess.
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to her, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold her back. The rest of you, follow me.
Tartuk, I call him Tartuk. Sparkle dragon. Okay. Alright. What we got? That's a sentinel. Maybe. Well, this won't go very well because I'm in a really bad position. Okay, what we got? That's a lot of kobolds. Sentinel, sentinel, archer, archer. Yeah, okay. Where are you going? Okay. Seems to be only those two sentinels. Yeah, seems to be only those two sentinels. It's taking a lot of beating, that one. Jesus Christ. But all those ran off. Okay. Added armor. Added armor. Okay, well, can loot the rest of it now. There's an imprint on the ground near the empty chest. It looks like another chest of the same size recently sat beside this one. Okay. Foods. Haggis recipe. Okay, and I shall read that. Copy recipe. And we can make that when we camp. If we have the ingredients.
Let us be careful.
Aha. Nice reception. It's only a 6. Wasslandic coin. Oh, I'm getting close.
The path is clear.
Oh, nice. $10 of pork. Is that a food item or sellable item? Don't know. Mushrooms. Oh, some more stones. Another coin. Is that really only 2 kobolds attacking me? I have got on the right difficulty, haven't I? Yeah, challenging. Okay. Maybe they rebalanced it in the patch. Jeez. Okay. I thought that was going to be harder. I thought there was like alchemist bombers and stuff like that there. Was that later on, maybe? Throwing alchemist 5 everywhere. Oh, from there. Went from there to there. Yeah, that's a big place. Don't want to go there. No, don't want to go there. I've already been there. Okay, let's go this way. That's for later on. Let's go to Oleg's. And let's get RM sorted out. If I've got any gear in that chest. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Nope. Cutscene. Oleg, listen, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem. There's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig. They're talking about a vicious boar, as big as a bear and wicked as a devil. Locals call him Tuskgutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Record Benson found his lair, went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head. It looks like there aren't many heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Or maybe this turbulent priest. Maybe he livens up. Hey, we're better than local wusses, right? Want to bet and chop off this Tuskgutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out. Yeah, let's do it. Gives you a wide grin and slaps your shoulder. Right, that's the way I like it. Let's do it. I'm sure I've asked all these. Well, apart from Tartuccio. Long sword. Long sword. Long sword, heavy shield. Happy armor. Oh, the port doesn't get sent there, so it must be a cooking ingredient. Yes, I got. Oh, it's ale, that one. Mead. So, short swords, added armor. Does he have a tower shield? I'm sure he does have a tower shield. Even though doesn't have the skill for it yet. They weigh 10 each. Oof. Heavy. That's just the crap I was saying. What was that? Seasoned windows, thighs, 100 gold. Yep. Could buy all these as well. Eggs and flour, cooking ingredients. Not really necessary at the moment. $2,000 for that. Deflection bonus. I don't think anybody has at the moment. So I need 4,500 really. I need that, and also I need. Where is it? What? Where's it gone? Yeah, the bag of holding. So I need 4,500 for that. Nowhere near at the moment. Go and talk to Harry, this miserable bastard that he is. How are you? Oh, right there. Harry pulls his beard, muttering something that would either be prayers or curses. On noticing you, he winces, eh? Well, it's you. Did I start you? I'm sorry. Oh no, that doesn't matter. Just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Grotus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them. But I do what I can. He smiles apologetically. Tell me about your past. My life is divided into two parts. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts and attempts to serve Torag. The second part began when I accepted Grotus into my soul. I received a clear vision of the world. Well, exactly what would you like to know? Where are you from? My life story began in Larad, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They served Torag and the other dwarven gods, Torag's brothers, Angrad and Magdim, Torag's wife Folgrit and his daughter Bolka. His sons Gundra, Kols and Trud, and also Torag's sister, Drangvit. He curls his lip in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Good point. Sorry, I let myself get carried away. He sighs and pulls his beard. Larad is the second largest dwarvish city in the Five Kings Mountains. It's built up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for all the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Glarian come to Larad and pray for their gods. Some remain to live there. The city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. It's no surprise. Inspired by the awe of this city, I decided as a young boy to dedicate all my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. You once tried to serve Torag? I just tried. It was a burning passion. I craved it by day and dreamt of it at night. He shakes his head, as if amazed by his own stupidity. You see, from the first days, I felt the presence of the god on my back. I heard his whispers and felt his power. The nature of this power was unclear to me. I thought Torg himself was trying to speak to me. I did all I could to understand his words. Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torg, an uncompromising, conceited god glamorized by all dwarfs, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me. He left me in the hour and I put all my hopes in him and desperately needed his support. Isn't it the nature of faith you get tested, eh? Torg is a god of craftsmanship, so every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armor. The day when this work was finished is like the second birthday. He is newly born in the eyes of Torag. He sighs heavily and falls silent for a time. My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armor, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned my hands. The clerics laughed as they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Torag. I finally gave up any attempt to please the betrayer god. Even if Torag really has rejected you, is that enough reason to leave your homeland? You don't know much about dwarves. He lets out a sad sigh. How can a dwarf cursed by Torag go on and live in a city where every single soul bows to Torag? I was alone, disgraced, humiliated, insulted. A lone tear glints in the light before sliding down Harim's cheeks and hiding his beard. I was trying to drown myself in drink, but even the owner of the cheapest pub on the road would laugh at me when he put the mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted everything to end. Social poor are you, eh? There was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. I could still hear that divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time before I could hear it clearly. If I haven't heard it once, I can never forget it. It was clear that none of Larad's deities favoured me. So I left the 5 Kings Mountains and went searching. I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Grotus. How did you learn about him? Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life, alone and abandoned by all. I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town, nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper from my God came more clear. It was like he was calling to me. At last my sufferings had come to an end. It was a miracle, and I paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the town, straight into the nearest forest. There I found the ruined temple of Aradon, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there. Service to the god I knew nothing of. None minded when I stood beside them. For the first time in my life I felt myself at home. Do you want to give us magic or something? Immortal as Lanti, who raised the starstone, blah blah blah. That's something about Alden I can't remember. Maybe that's a second game. Right. My new brothers told me they were clerics of Grotus, the god of end times. They would travel around Galarian spreading the teaching of Grotus, despite all the persecution, contempt and misjudgment they received from others. I gladly shared this burden with them. But now I know whose voice had whispered to me all through all these years. Wait, so you couldn't even make a simple nail and you blamed Torag? Are you suggesting that my problem was not cursed just by my own inability to work with metal? Or maybe you're saying that I was just too lazy. He looks you in your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage. You're a fool if you think so, an ignorant fool. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No. Torag is the cause of my sufferings. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me, just to make a laughing stock of me. He raises his hand and shakes a fist at someone above. Sounds like you're blaming everybody else apart from yourself there, mate. But I won't let myself get angry at you. You're an ignorant blind soul, and my aim is to guide you